Race 2 of Season 14 of the Nascar Pole Mud Cup Series headed us down to Talladega Superspeedway for the running of the Globe Life and Accident Insurance Company 500. Philip Goldberg in the 18 started on the pole. Justin Roberts, the 23 machine, who was the pole setter in Daytona last week, starts on the outside of the front row. But we had, right off the bat, we got some drama here on lap number 2, as Ian Dutta nearly spun out Dan Coffey. Both got to the bottom yellow line, but they were able to keep their cars together and make a great save. That was a close call. That avoided a major wreck. Philip Goldberg led the first couple laps, but now he would have a challenger behind him. As you see, the 15 Roman Rahal looks to take the lead away. And by the way, the caution's out for the first time today. And now Rahal looking to get the lead. Oh, there's a spin behind, and that was the caution I was talking about. Roman Rahal gets the lead. He gets some drafting help from the 41 Cooper Siron. But the 15 Rahal is going to try to keep it together. 4 wide of the stripe, down to the caution flag. I think Rahal might have gone it by inches. And he did. Oh no, they got together! Contact! And a wreck happening after the caution flag! Are you kidding me? Involving the leaders. A lot of leaders wreck right after they cross the start-finish line. But here's the wreck that brought out the caution. Brandon Nichols involved, Leia Walker in it, David Johansson's in it, Zachary Chambers, Zachary Fitzwater are both in it, and a massive wreck today. And here's the other wreck we were talking about. Roman Rahal contact everyone. The leaders got way too close after the restart, and they had to pay a price for it. They had to take pit stops to repair the damage, the irreversible damage from that wreck, and Avi Sachs took the lead thanks to many of our drivers wrecking out on that lap to start off the race. That's a pretty tough break for most of them to start off the night here at Talladega. And I made my choice, obviously, for the track. Last week at Daytona, I did say I was choosing between the original track and the 2014 version. Well, I went with the 2014 version, and it's doing pretty well, but not as much exciting as Daytona for some reason, even though Talladega is supposed to be the biggest track in the schedule. But, well, what can you do? Isaiah Bernesh takes the lead away, getting some drafting from the 17 Nick Pericles. Bernesh is looking to win it here tonight after just missing out on a win last week at Daytona. And they're 3 wide back behind him for third. This track can go 4 wide, of course, but I wouldn't recommend 4 wide because you saw earlier those drivers were going 4 wide, and then they ended up wrecking each other out at the end. Nick Pericles takes the lead, gets draft from Johnny Gardner and the 42 machine of Mitchell Riggs. And Pericles is off in his first full season in a couple seasons. He had only had Roman Rahal compete in the previous seasons, but now he's back with teammate Rahal on his side. And now Riggs is going to go down below, and Riggs is going to take the lead away. He gets some drafting from Devin Whitston in the 35. Mitchell Riggs already off as they're going 3 and 4 wide behind him. Still not a lot of cars left in the race, but that doesn't mean we still have pack racing. They're still trying to race as if they're going to wreck each other, but they want to win. Everyone wants to win at Talladega, and everyone wants a piece. Dion Scott wants a piece. Here he comes. He is going for second. He might be looking in the lead. Drivers coming out of pit road already. You saw some drivers on the apron. They just came out of pit road. And speaking of pit road, Dion Scott's heading there right now, along with Nick Pericles. They're coming down pit road for their first set of green flag pit stops. We've only had 1 caution so far today, and it's very surprising. At a track like this, we only had 1 caution. We had 3 in our last race at Daytona, which is pretty strange. Nathan Hudson now the leader. He won 5 races last season. He's looking to pick up where he left off. Despite winning 5 races, he did not make it really too far into the chase. But he's still trying to redeem himself, trying to win that championship he long desires. And he's trying to start off with a win in race number 2, but he's got to take his set of pit stops. Many other drivers also pitting, but Devin Whitston and Avi Sachs choose to stay out of that period on the lap, and Whitston takes the lead away after everybody else's competitors come down pit road. And here they come down the stretch. They might have to take a pit stop later. They might be this lap. Here comes Sachs. Look at him. Look at him getting the line on the high side. Sachs gets the pass away from Devin Whitston. I'm not sure how he was able to use the high line to make a pass for the lead like that. But Avi Sachs, he did have to come down pit road. I guess Whitston slowed up a little bit so they can get into pit road speed. And, well, Sachs took advantage and just zoomed by him as he was going a little bit slower than pit road speed down the turn, and Sachs took advantage. And now he's coming out of pit road. He has a major advantage right now. Devin Whitston's pit stall is closer to the start-finish line, but it's more of a longer way out because Sachs came in early. And Sachs is out first ahead of Devin Whitston. He actually kept the lead, but not for long. Nick Pericles has just completed his cycle, and the pit stop's first period of stop cycle out. Pericles leads, but Dion Scott looks to take it away from him down the corner here on lap 16 with only 14 laps to go. Halfway through Talladega, Dion Scott with the lead. Nick Pericles is going to have to try to catch up to him right now. Daniel Voiles in the 62 machine is now in contention, running third. Voiles trying to get a lot of draft as he can, as much draft as he can to be a competitor in tonight's race. But the 17 has the lead over the 3. It's down to a 3-car race after pit stops. But I've got a feeling they may need another stop later on. Here comes Dion Scott going for the bottom. Here he comes trying to retake that lead for the number 3 machine. Another close competitor from Daytona looks to redeem himself. Dion Scott looks to make a triumphant return to victory lane. The 62 is also trying to get drafting. He has more competitors now this time. The other competitors are able to catch up to the 3 drivers in the pack, and now it is a 6-car battle for the finish, more than, well, double what we had in the previous laps. Nathan Hudson, Mitchell Riggs, and Avi Sachs join in on the party. As here they come down to the final tri-oval. The start-finish line happens right after they hit the turn. It's a 3-wide battle for the lead. Oh, and looks like Nathan Hudson's got that lead. But Mitchell Riggs has the preferred line on the bottom with 11 laps to go. Mitchell Riggs, he doesn't have a lot of drafting partners behind him, but he's still trying to trot his way down the lead. And Nathan Hudson, they're both going on their own, and now Avi Sachs trying to look for a hole in the middle he could use to make a pass. But instead he decides to draft Mitchell Riggs in the 42, and Riggs gets the advantage down the line, finally clearing Nathan Hudson. But the battle was just probably the beginning, and here they come. Avi Sachs going down below, 3 wide for second. Nick Pericles wants to be back in second, hopes to reel him in the win. He almost won last week at Daytona. He was a runner-up last week at Daytona. But we have lap traffic up ahead. The 24 Cody Hagan now making it easy for the leaders, and Riggs has to use the high line to get by the 24. Pericles gets held up a bit, but that few seconds of momentum is costly for him. He's losing momentum, he's losing his grip. He just made the pass. The 62 finally clears the 24, but more lap traffic would be up ahead with just less than 10 laps to go. There you see that lap traffic over there, but here comes Avi Sachs. Sachs had the best pit stop of everybody in the race. He's hoping it could last him long, and hopefully he can get back to victory lane. And Sachs gets by Nathan Hudson. Whoa, he's on the bottom. He's coming down. Hudson's coming down for a second set of pit stops. I knew there would be another set of pit stops in there somewhere. It looks like Sachs and Riggs are going to have to pit later. They may have to pit later on in the race, because it takes 2 sets of stops to make it through the finish. So I knew there would be another set of pit stops, and this is going to pretty much determine who's going to be competing for the win here at Talladega. It's been a wild race at Talladega. We had a couple passes, pit stops decided the race mostly, and we only had 1 caution, so a pretty clean race at Talladega, even though, well, we had only 1 caution, and, well, but there was still passing. So anyway, here comes Riggs, gets the lead from Sachs, has the advantage because he's coming down pit road, and Sachs is coming down with him as well. Not sure why Avi Sachs decided to take a pit stop along with Riggs, because he was one of the last drivers to take a pit stop early, to take a late pit stop along with Devin Whitston, but Whitston's out of contention right now. He just dropped back for some reason. But nevertheless, Sachs still has the lead after there's a second set of pit stops cycled out. But the 51, though, the lap car, Sean Harple, he would lose momentum from the 51, and here comes the 42, Mitchell Riggs. No drafting help needed. He got right back on the bottom line to make a pass for the lead. He never needed drafting help to make that pass, and the 42 is already off. What a move he made. Shows how good he is of a driver at super speedways, even without drafting help. But there's still 5 laps to go at Talladega, and another lap car is getting in their way, and I think that is the 47 of Robert Piet. And now here they come. Riggs has to go on the high line, makes the pass on the 47, and his competitor is having trouble making the pass on the 47. The 20, Nathan Hudson, needs drafting help from Pericles in the 17, and Sachs is going to lose a lot of time. He was the last driver to make a pass on the 47. It looks like these 4 are going to be competing for the win now, and now Hudson tries to get second away from the 17, as now Mitchell Riggs has 2 lap cars behind him, Roman Rahal and Amy Shelley, and Riggs has to go high again to make a pass on the 15. I think Rahal's actually trying to help Pericles catch up to the pack for once, but ultimately the 42 would get past both lap cars, and now these 2 would have to deal with lap cars. Hudson gets by the 15 and the 10. They had to go high and low to pass both these cars. They only have 4 laps or less to get back on track and hopefully compete for the win against Mitchell Riggs. He's been able to pull away from the pack thanks to the lap cars. But look at Hudson, look at him go. He's just running quickly. What a run he's got on the turn. He's caught up to the leaders. Either Hudson had an excellent run or something's wrong with Riggs' car. 3 laps to go at Talladega. Here they come, side by side for the lead. Hudson gonna get the lead away from away, and he got drafting help from Pericles to do it. Wow! It looked like the 42 was gonna pull away to a win, but he lost momentum or something. I guess drafting help ran out. He didn't have any drafting help, and it would bite him back. Well, eventually, it was gonna bite back eventually anyway, but Riggs is down to 4th with no drafting partner behind him. He's got to overcome all odds to get back to the lead. But he only has 2 laps to do it. Nathan Hudson, the leader over the 17, and here comes Pericles. Pericles trying to win. He almost won Daytona. He wants to win Talladega. He doesn't want to miss another win. He doesn't want to let another one slip through his fingers. But here comes Avi Sachs, side by side. Oh no, looks like the 51 Harple came out of pit road. He's just merging onto the track. This could be trouble for the top 4. Oh boy, Riggs almost had contact with Harple. But what a save they made. Harple and Riggs using the advantage to take second. Pericles leads it to the white flag with 1 to go. But anything goes at Talladega, even at the white flag. Can Nick Pericles hold off and make his triumphant return to victory lane? We're about to find out. White flag is out with 1 to go. And Nathan Hudson battling for 3rd against Avi Sachs. Not a lot of time left for Riggs. He's got 1 more chance at least to make a pass on the 17. Here they come, halfway to go. Riggs on the bottom. Here he comes. Nathan Hudson going low. Here he comes as well. Could this be a 3-wide battle for the win? Down the final corner. Nathan Hudson. It looks like he has the edge. He's getting dropped from Avi Sachs. Nathan Hudson out of nowhere gets the lead. Can he hold off the pack? Coming off the final corner, he won 5 races last season. He'll get his first win this season. Nathan Hudson wins the Globe Life 500 at Talladega. A wild finish. Nathan Hudson made the right move at the right time to get the win here at Talladega Superspeedway. Here are your results on a wild finish. Avi Sachs, Mitchell Riggs, Nick Pericles, and Johnny Garner rounded out your top 5. And the rest of the field, we had 18 in the lead lap like last race, but we had more drivers finish because of the lapped cars. So congratulations, Nathan Hudson, a 5-time winner last season, gets his first win of season 14, the first of hopefully many in season 14. Hudson adds another one to his trophy case in the PCS, and we hope you guys enjoyed our race. Next race will be, I think, at Charlotte Motor Speedway, so we'll hope you guys join us then, and we will see you at Charlotte. Here come the points.